you say your pleases and thank yous, and you go out, and I'm at the entranceway, and they're getting ready for the dark match. The TV screens are behind there, and I'm trying not to be a big mark because you've got Triple H and Shawn Michaels sat at the side, and again, guys that I've grown up watching on TV who are massive influences for most people in the wrestling business. And they're directing all the cameras and everything, and they're just there going, oh, relax, just go and show us what you can do in 4 minutes. Okay, so, and obviously being from Plymouth and doing a lot of work in the Southwest, I knew that there would be some fans who would know who I was, but I wasn't expecting anything crazy. But, they pulled up some generic music for me and made me a little Tron. So this music goes up, no one recognizes the music because they can't use licensed music. So music goes on, and then my name came up on the Tron, and the place, honestly, the pop was insane. And like all the goosebumps went, all the adrenaline started to flow, and you're like, okay, that wasn't expecting that at all. And then you take a little look over your shoulder, and you can see Triple H and Shawn Michaels to the side just staring at me. And Triple H just stands up and says, "Who the fuck's this guy?" And then the guy giving you the cues to go through the curtain goes, "Go." And like, okay, I've got to go. So immediately the first thought I've got in my head is I'm in trouble when I get back because that's not, it's good to get some sort of reaction, but obviously when they're not, they want to plan for everything, and that wasn't in the plan. So I go out, and then because I got the pop and people didn't think it was going to be me, and so when I went out, it then got a second bigger pop, which if that's my only ever interaction with WWE, I'm happy because it meant so much because it was in my hometown, and that venue, the only time I'd ever been in that venue before was to do my university exams. I've never been in that venue other than that. And so to go out and get that reaction and things, and just such a happy memory, and you get in the ring, the referee leaned in and just said, "Ah, you're over, kid." Like, okay, cool. Like, just nice to get some kind of interaction, some reception. And so Saxon makes his way down. We lock up. We're about a minute and a half in. I get cut off, sat on my butt. Saxon puts some hold on me, and the referee just leans in and says, "Eddie's got to go over." And I'm thinking, what do you mean? And it's like, and look, Hunter says you've got to go over. So I'm waiting for like some instruction because the heel always leads. And so we sort of cobbled together a finish. The finish was supposed to be a power bomb, so I just said, "Put me up for the power bomb. I'll just drop down and just roll you up, easy. Let's not overcomplicate this. That's not what this is about." Because if I completely fucked it up, that would have looked worse than doing a simple finish. So we did that. We get the pop. We make our way out, get backstage, and Triple H is a very big and imposing man, as you might assume. And so I walk back through the curtain, and he stood there, hands on hips, as wide as he is tall, and he just walks over and just goes, "You the hometown kid?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." And he was like, "No one told me. And if we'd known, we would have planned for it." Like, okay, I'm sorry about that. He's like, "You haven't got anything to be sorry about." And basically he said that if anything, it worked in my favor because it put me like, under pressure, saw how I worked, calling stuff on the fly and working off script. And they said that I impressed a few people and to go to the producer's office at the end of the show. So obviously the rest of the show goes on. The reason I had to go over was because if I'd lost, it would have killed the crowd straight away. And so they were like, if we kill them, we'll never get them back. So that was why they had to change the finish. And so at the end of the day, I went to the trainer's office and they said, "You did very well. We're going to put you on TV tomorrow. And so we'll think about who you're going to go on with. And just bring your stuff, get here early tomorrow so we can do promo pictures. We can do vignettes with our guys like Jeremy Borash and things." And so we did all that. I get there the next day. We did all that. And they were like, "Well, we're super pushing Fabian at the moment. It'll be good to get the heat off of you onto him if he beats up the hometown boy."